Good evening. I'm Ardiss, and Time, and today we are going over... Oh, actually, I didn't prepare a thumbnail. I mean, I did prepare the thumbnail, I just didn't grab the image. Boy, am I prepared! Boy, am I prepared. Here we go. This is the Ardiss Game Awards 2024. Haha. Didn't take too long to find the thumbnail. So, what we do during this kind of stream, I have done this. This will be my third year of doing this show, and it's relatively stayed the same-ish, but this year I have a cool background. Yay. Fireworks! New Year hat? I don't remember, you mentioning that, but I'll take your word on it that you did mention that. I found this hat. Let me see if I can find it quick, because I like to credit the people that I am borrowing assets from, because they make good assets. It was on Twitter. Here it is. Found this asset through Iriam US on Twitter through this post. They put out a cool hat. They put out glasses. Actually, four? Yeah, 4 different sets of glasses. 2 of them are sunglasses and 2 of them are regular. I figured it would be better to use the regular glasses. So, was there something else I wanted to share? Oh, the fireworks. I should probably share the fireworks, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'll share the fireworks too. So I found the fireworks through... Bam! Freya Amari on Twitter. They put out 5 different options for looping fireworks. So yay. They're completely free. And I think they look cool. So we're going to be using them today. I think that's it for credits. But with that out of the way, let's go over the rules. So I have played... what was that, 32? Yeah, 32 games over the course of the year. Not all of them on stream, but I wanted to give them shoutouts as well, because I enjoy a lot of games when I play them. And, yeah, let's go over them. So, we'll just be going over them in order of when I beat them. In order of, yeah, when I beat them first to last throughout the year. So, some of them are not games that I played on stream. In fact, there's a good chunk of them that I did not play on stream for various reasons. But they deserve shout out too, because I enjoyed pretty much every game I played this year. Okay, and in this list are not games that cannot be beaten, so like... S099 or the, I guess Power Wash can be beaten, but I've been treating it like, the one-off content that I usually treat it like. Another example would be like, why am I drawing blanks? Oh, well, it's basically games that that cannot be beaten in the regular sense. Like, there aren't, like, end credits, like an end goal and such. Those games won't be in this list. But there are tons of other games that are on this list, so let's go over them. You know, Super Shaft, how are you going? How's it doing? I messed it up. How is it going? How are you doing? There we go. The first game I beat this year was Little Comet. This was on stream, and this is a game that is basically mini golf-ish. Hopefully the bitrate is fine. I just realized I did cut out a few different fireworks because I was worried about the bitrate. But this is one. And that's the other. Anyways, Little Comet is a game where you're shooting this star through outer space, and it's basically golf. Let's be real, it's basically mini golf. So, that was okay. It's honestly, it's more of a palate cleanser game. It's not that it's like terrible or anything, but it's not a game that I would say it's the best ever. It's all right. You like mini golf good, then I suggest playing this game, Little Comet. How much is on Steam, actually? I'm not gonna look up the price of every game in this list, because I would be looking at the games themselves. Oh, this is... Oh, it's because the winter sale. Okay, so it's like $2 on Steam right now because of the winter sale. And it's as described in the description on Steam. It's a cute physics-based space mini golf. Not even a game, it's just a cute physics-based space mini golf. That's the whole description. It's nice and short and simple, relatively so. If you want to get all of the rankings, then it gets a little convoluted, but I still enjoyed it. You do remember the first game you saw me play, and it was... Oh, Costume Quest. Yeah, that is in this list. So let's move on, because I have been rambling for a minute. The next game I finished on stream was Mario Party. This was my first time experiencing Mario Party 1, and it was brutal. Mario Party 1, I feel like it is more brutal than the other Mario Parties, but it does have a special flavor comparatively as a result. And I feel like it does hold up, but it is very rude at times, especially when you're playing against AI. AI makes the game a little frustrating, just a little bit, but not unbeatable or anything. Just a little frustrating. And I had not played Mario Party 1 before, and I am very glad that it is on NSO. Mario Parties 1, 2, and 3 are on Nintendo Switch Online. Was 4 GameCube or was it N64? Now I'm gonna be looking this up. Mario Parties. Mario Party series. Yeah, 4 was on the GameCube. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 are on Nintendo Switch Online, if you want to play those. So that's cool. I really like that. Wasn't it N64? It is on N64, but it is available on Switch through the Nintendo Switch Online app. And I don't think it's a bad way to play Mario Party 1 if you want to play it. Actually, I want to have chat on screen. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go over here. Except that's gonna cut the music. Chat. Copy. Stream awards. There we go. You can be over there for now. Alright, next up after Mario Party, because we need to get going on the actual awards. The games in order. Next up was Rogue Legacy. I started this back in November, so it's not like I started it in January and finished in January. Was it in the same month? I think it was in the same month. I think this was in January that I finished. I'm not playing any games today? No, that is not the case. I will not be playing any games, but I am talking about games. So it is still relevant to gaming category. 2024 February. Oh wait, no, that was in February that I did finish this. Right. And also Mario Party 1. Some doesn't think it's worth getting the online, but it's for a year, so yeah, right. Like the price amount, like you're able to play an incredibly huge library on NSO if you choose to get it, and a lot of these games are really hard to access nowadays. Like buying them secondhand is an incredibly high price. Like, it's just ridiculous how retro gaming is now. So, NSO, I feel like, is a good bargain. Unless, of course, they have no games that you want to play. Which, bummer. You're missing out on a lot of good games. And a lot of good deals on games. Granted, you're technically renting them, but... because it is a subscription-based thing. Anyways, Rogue Legacy, getting back to that. So we started this back in November. I was not really a fan of roguelikes, but this caught my eye because it at least had some sense of progression as you went along, and I really like that. That's the one thing that makes roguelikes not appeal to me so much. The sense of progression. But because this game has that, and also has connectivity to Archipelago, that made me really interested in playing it, and I had a pretty good time with this. It was a difficult game, but I had fun with it. Yes, it was very enjoyable, I think. And who knows, maybe I'll play it for Archipelago again. Because I did play it on Archipelago... Was it a couple times, or was it just once? I think it was just once on stream. But I had fun with it. It is a... How do you even describe Rogue Legacy? So, it is a roguelike, but once you die, you take on the next generation in the family of the player, the main character. Or I guess they're main characters. There's not really one main character, it's just you cycle to the next generation once you die, and they have different perks and things that change the game, and I found that really interesting. Granted, sometimes there were things like upside down or I don't even remember the name of these perks and stuff, but like the upside down perk where it flips the screen vertically and it makes things confusing, or like the flatulence where it's constantly farting whenever you jump. That one was a dumb perk. Or like the one where you are immune to spikes. That's fun. So yeah, this has a lot of cool stuff going for it. I like it. Oh, and the different classes that you can play as, that's really cool. I like that. Yeah, I played this early this year and late last year. So it has been a little bit, granted, but I had fun with it. Next game. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Now we're getting into the games that I did not play on stream, but I still played, in general, off stream. So, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. It is a very, very interesting game. I really like that there is 3 separate, storylines for these characters, and they occasionally like intersect and meet up, and then they go do their own thing, and they're affecting things for the story for other characters. It's really cool. I love it when games and stories do that kind of perspective switching. It's really neat. Now, so Birth by Sleep takes place years before the first Kingdom Hearts game, and it is a neat prequel. I really like how it adds to the universe of the Kingdom Hearts series. Birth by Sleep still feels it. I had fun with it. The mechanics were really cool. And I really like how it adds these characters that are continued on later on, and they have, like... it just explains things, really. Another game that can be described as the same as the first one you mentioned. It's hard to describe this game without, like, mentioning major spoilers for the series, but it adds these characters that have some real, and I guess, sense of urgency. Like for the other games, it's like, oh, we need to save these people that were in this game. And they are the reason the events of the, really all of the games have happened in the first place. Lets you have all 3 main characters, and also a lot of things. Won't say anything because spoilers. Yeah. I just really like how there's 3 separate storylines, and they, like, occasionally intersect, and, like, the story weaves into itself through these characters. It's just really fun, and all of them have different abilities that sets them apart, so it feels like a different experience each time, even if they have some similar abilities. They're not exactly the same, and I like that. And also, more Kingdom Hearts games is good, because I really like going through the Kingdom Hearts worlds. It is fun. And I finally have the context for who these characters are, and oh god, what is going to happen to these characters in the future games after Birth by Sleep. Because I knew very little about Aqua and Ven and Terra before this game, and Xehanort was just a name that I heard in passing, and it's like, oh god, Xehanort! Ah! And now I have the context, and now I can be like, oh god, Xehanort! Whoa! So yeah, I'm really happy that I finally got to play Birth by Sleep, so I could experience the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games. We'll go over those later. Like right now! So, this is an interesting one, because this is technically a story movie, but it is showing the events of the game that it is based on. So Kingdom Hearts, what was it, 2.5 Remix contains Kingdom Hearts 2, Birth by Sleep, and then this, which is a cutscene movie, a collection of cutscenes from Kingdom Hearts Coded, which was on the DS, but they found it too difficult to port over the DS game to the PlayStation 3, so they just grabbed all of the cutscenes and re-rendered them in HD and then put them on the disc, which I would have liked to actually play the game, but I am fine with getting the actual story. It's yet another retread through the Kingdom Hearts story, but they throw in extra stuff like the data world, the datascape, and Maleficent is in there for some reason, and it's interesting. Kingdom Hearts product placement, jeez. I am glad I played it to have the little bit of extra context that, or I guess watched it, really, this is just a movie. I'm glad to have watched the cutscenes to at least get the context that I need for future Kingdom Hearts games. I'm not sure if I mean, I might have liked it if I had played the DS game, but I don't know, man. I feel like this isn't a bad compromise to have it as a cutscene movie thing, because I don't know if I would have liked the gameplay, if I'm gonna be real. I don't know. Because it was on the DS, and the DS can be... The DS was a great console, but some games, especially 3D games, a little iffy-ish. Most games on the DS were fantastic. It's just some of them. But yeah, in all, I am glad to have the context for other Kingdom Hearts games. Anyways, next up. Oh, the DLC. Okay, so in previous years, I had played Rise of the Tomb Raider. I had played through it once, but I had never played through the DLC until this year. So, when I did the Let's Play of Rise of the Tomb Raider for YouTube, I ended up doing the DLC afterward. So, I should probably mute the desktop audio. I don't know if it's... Is there any background, echo for the music? Just want to make sure. Tomb Raider is the game that causes men's eyes to droop. So this is a part of the reboot series for Tomb Raider. So it's not exactly the same as like the 90s Tomb Raiders games, for example. And Rise of the Tomb Raider has actually some really good story beats and like really, really fun mechanics and platforming and stuff. I find it very fun. I mean, you're not wrong. The older games had some ogling aspects. We'll ignore that for now, though. So, this is the Baba Yaga DLC, where you go through, hang on, where was it? It was Serbia? Where does this game take place again? Rise of the Tomb Raider. Siberia. It takes place in Siberia. Whoops. Not Serbia. Siberia. In Russia. So, yeah, you go through this canyon and you get hit with hallucinogenics and, oh god, the Baba Yaga is after you. Whoa! It had some fun story beats, some good mechanics, some lore that I found very interesting. And, all in all, it was alright. It was good. I wouldn't say it's like the best thing that I ever played, but it's fine. It definitely added to the experience, and I'm glad I played through it. Siberia, Eastern world's version of Canada. It's cold and icy. But yeah, this definitely added to the experience. I enjoyed it. And then DLC number 2, which is the 20-year celebration pack. So this includes, let's see, how many costumes? It includes a ton of costumes. Because this was, well, the 20th anniversary DLC. And I'm just looking up on Steam quick. It's like $10 in all. $2, $2.50 because of the sale, which is nice. And it includes the Croft Manor playthrough, or the Croft Manor story, which is you're going through Lara Croft's manor in order to find the deed so that she can keep the manor and not have it go to her her relatives, which were awful and terrible to her father because her mother passed away, and then they blamed him for it, and it was just the whole thing. So you need to find the deed in order for it to not go to these terrible, awful people. Now, I really found that aspect very fun to go through and find all of these collectibles and stuff. I am a collectible fiend. I love finding collectibles in games. Now, there was also all kinds of like artifacts and lore and stuff that you can find throughout the mansion, and that was, I just found that really fun. And included in this DLC was a... Oh, right, that was the Blood Ties story mode. But it also includes Lara's Nightmare, which is basically just a zombie mode. I didn't play it a lot. I played it for like one video, and I was like, okay, well, this is not for me. But I showed it off, so there we go. It's basically like an endless mode, so I didn't think it was super necessary to play it for a lot. And it also includes 5 classic Lara Croft skins, an outfit, and weapon inspired by Tomb Raider 3, and the new Extreme Survivor difficulty setting, which I didn't play that. Nope. I found this DLC very enjoyable, because I liked going through the mansion and finding all of the lore and the stuff and finding out more about Lara Croft's family. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I think I definitely enjoyed the Baba Yaga DLC more, but I definitely had, there was definitely fun to be had with the 20th year anniversary celebration pack. Next up was Forma 8, which I did play on stream. This was actually the first game that I played through with the new model. So, yay. So in this, you are a little round robot, and you're flying around on this planet that you were stranded on. And it's a Metroidvania. Really, it's a little space Metroidvania. It's short. It's pretty short. I had like 3 streams worth for this game, and I enjoyed it. It was nice and short, and it was all right. There's gonna be a lot of games on here that I'm thinking, well, yeah, that's all right. It's okay. But I definitely enjoyed it. There was fun to be had. I like my Metroidvanias. And I like my space adventures, too. I mean, there's not really a lot to say. Like, it's nice and short, and I liked the mechanics of, like, the burst pulse thing, as well as the bomb. Like, you could set up the bomb and then use the burst to, like, shoot the bomb in all kinds of different directions, and that's your main mode of attack, as well as, like, this short speed burst. And I don't know, I found the exploration pretty enjoyable. The map could have been better. I will say the map could have been better, and I feel like that's a big pitfall that a lot of indie Metroidvanias like this have, is the maps could be better. I still enjoy the game. The mechanics were fun. It was quite short, though. I have to say, it was pretty dang short. And this does have a bit of a special place in my heart, because this was the first game I played through with my new model. And I actually used my my space assets for this. Do I have it ready? Should be enhanced, yeah? Yeah, I used these assets. My space helmet, and did I have the space background to back then? I don't know. Actually, I think I had the space helmet for then. Anyways, I had fun with this game. It is a nice short palate cleanser, and it is... How much is this game on Steam? Oh, it's like $2 right now because of the sale, and it's normally $10. Definitely worth $2. Definitely highly recommend this game if you want a nice short game that's cheap. Heck yeah, especially if you like Metroidvanias. A little cryptic in certain areas, certain specific areas, but I still really enjoyed it. Holy. Hollow Break! Or Hollow X Break, but I don't think that you pronounce the X. I'm pretty sure it's silent. Anyway, Hollow Break! So this is a fan game based on Hollow Live. And it is... Well, really, it's just a beat-em-up. Like, there's... I mean, not just a beat-em-up. It's a beat-em-up. It's really fun. I highly enjoyed this. So, you are Gen 5, and you are finding your way to, through these stages to fight each of these Gen 6 members. And I really enjoyed all of the mechanics and the references for the Hololive members. It's fun. I really enjoyed this game, and it can be beaten in a pretty short amount of time. And I definitely had Blue Clapper stuck in my head for the longest time. Hot dang. And it has really good music, and this is actually based, this is by the same people that made Hollow Cure. So, it's just a fun game. I heavily enjoyed it, and I recommend it, especially because it's free. Like, man, they keep putting out free games that are really high quality, but they're free, and they should be taking in some kind of payment, but they don't want to. Which, okay, fine, understandable. Definitely appreciate them being free, though. Moving on. I just really heavily enjoyed this game. I might play it again to see how the other characters play, but I don't know. You will see. Human Fall Flat. Now, I played through this with Smash over on, I guess I did only play this on Twitch back then, huh? So, I played this with Smash, my good friend. I I believe he was streaming it too. And this is a physics-based 3D platformer where you are just getting through all of these various puzzles, and it's very fun. I enjoy this. I like my 3D platformers. And this is very, very heavily physics-based. Now, this game is $6 right now because of the winter sale, but normally it is $20. I definitely recommend this game. Especially because there's a lot of workshop like community levels. There we go. There's a lot of community levels that you can play as well, and you can honestly get a lot of value out of this game because the levels are just fun to play, man. And you can play through it multiple times with new people and still get a new experience because there's multiple ways to solve all of these puzzles. So I think it's just a fun game, man. Actually, how many levels are there right now? Well, let's say. It says 28? I don't think that's right. Well, in any case, it is very fun, very goofy at that. And I had a lot of fun playing this with Smash, and I would be willing to play it again with more people, too. Because this is multiplayer. And it's short enough to not be, like, intruding on your time. It's very mindful of your time. There we go. I enjoyed this. Next up was Celeste. Oh boy, Celeste. Ooh, this. Okay, so Celeste is one of those games that is just, it's a really special game, really. So it is a 2D platformer where you are scaling this mountain to get to the top so you can claim, hey, I got to the top, hooray. Now, there's a lot of different twists and turns, and it gets really feelsy for different reasons and such, and I just think this game is neat. Now, I still have to go through, let's see, the DLC levels, the B-side. I'd like to get the Crystal Hearts as well. However, that's a little bit of a ways off. I got all of the strawberries last time I played, though, which was, what was it, a couple weeks ago? And I very much enjoy all of the mechanics of this game, and the story is very solid, very feelsy, very nice. And it has a nice conclusion, too. Yes, this is the Chaos Strawberry game. So I originally played this back in April and May, but I only just got all of the strawberries within the last couple weeks. So, yeah. Excuse me, I need to take a big sip of water. I've been talking for a little bit. Oh, I should speed this up. We're 45 minutes in, and I'm under halfway through talking about these games. In conclusion, short game. I only played through it, like, I played it in 3 streams, not getting all of the strawberries. It is very good, very enjoyable. I love all of the game mechanics. Like, all of the platforming is nice and solid, and it has a very good story beats and characters. Let's move on. Far Away! So this is a... Would it be a physics-based puzzle game? It's a first-person puzzle game where you're going through all of these escape rooms, and it is very desert-themed, and it's good. I wouldn't say it's like the pinnacle of puzzle games or anything, but it is definitely it's a good experience. It's very short though. I spent one stream on this. This is one of those games that is, you play it once and you're done, unless you want to get all of the collectibles, in which case maybe you'll have to play through it multiple times to get all of them. Nice and short and a little bit of mind bend. Getting over it. Oh, God. Okay, let's go through this. So, I started this back in, what was this, July of last year? As part of a subscriber incentive for Twitch, and it is a difficult game. There's a reason why this is notorious for being a difficult game, because it is. Now, granted, if you can learn to get good at the game, it is not as difficult, but it can still be difficult. I only beat it this last... When did I beat it? What was it, May? I think it was May that I beat this in. It is very difficult. More chaos game, I almost touched the snake. Yeah. I almost did. I think I'm actually gonna have to blow my nose. Be right back. Sorry about that. So, getting over it. You are, once again, just like Celeste. You are scaling to the top of the mountain to prove that you are the best. However, this game is more difficult than Celeste. Maybe. They're both difficult games, let's be real. It took a bit of streams. It took a handful. But my aim was to finish the game because I started it, and I have seen multiple different people all across the internet beat it, so I was like, I want to give it a shot. So I gave it a shot, and I eventually did it. I struggle to say I like this game. I can appreciate this game. It is art. I cannot say that it is like the pinnacle of gaming or anything. I can appreciate what they were doing with this game because I beat it. However, it is very difficult. It is very artsy in a sense. Benefati talking about, like, philosophy and stuff and such constantly throughout the game, it can get annoying, but I can appreciate it. Glad I respected the end game to not show it. I mean, they asked you not to show it, so I want to respect that their wishes. I cannot say that I like this game, I don't think. But I can say that I appreciated it. So, it is a very silly physics game, let's be real. Very, very silly. And if you cannot accept that it is silly, then you're silly. I don't know what else to say other than it is silly. Let's move on. Super Mario Land. Why am I getting a notification? Oh, that's why I'm getting a notification. Okay. Super Mario Land on the original Game Boy. So, I had never played through Super Mario Land before because I did not have a viable way of playing Super Mario Land before until this year. I do not know why Nintendo took so long to put this game on NSO. It should have been one of the first games to be put on the Game Boy app for NSO. But it took them so long. Like, what in the world? It is a weird game. Super Mario Land 1 is a very weird game. I can very much appreciate what they were doing, but there were so many weird enemies, like the Koopas that turn into bombs when you step on them, the weird Moai head running dudes, the fire-breathing seahorse things. There's so many weird enemies in this game, dude. Like, more weird than other Mario games, I feel. However, it's not a bad game. It's just weird. It has some interesting locations, though. Like, the desert. Inside the desert. Inside the pyramid. Sometimes in the water. And they also had, like vehicle stages, like the submarine, the airplane. Are there other vehicle stages? Hang on. Mario Land stages. Super Mario Land. So, this game is split up into 4 worlds with 3 levels in each world. It's interesting. And I don't know. Like, the final world being a bamboo forest, that's different, I guess. But then they had ninjas as enemies, which was weird, but I can appreciate it. Yo, how's it going? We're talking about the games I played through this year. Yeah, Mario Land 1 was just a weird game. I like that they introduced a different princess for this game, though. Daisy. However, they kind of use her in some of the spin-offs. She's actually playable in Mario Wonder, which is cool. I like that. I thought that was super neat because she's been very obscure for ages, let's be real. She hasn't appeared in a main game since this game. But she was actually playable in Mario Wonder, which was really cool. I'm trying to find what other games that Daisy has been. Can't be. I mean, like, she's in Mario Party, she's in guess technically Mario Maker, but that's a costume. Okay, so it's like the sports games, the party games, the kart games. That's pretty much what she's been in besides Mario Land. Like, after Mario Land 1, she's only been in kart, golf, and sports. Or, golf would be in sports. Kart, party, and sports. There we go. So, like, it's neat that they introduced her. It would be nice if they used her in other games as well, though. Like, she could have easily been in 3D World. Like, what the heck? That's crazy. Anyways. All in all, Super Mario Land 1 is a weird game. An enjoyable weird game, though. But still a weird game. Let's move on. Freedom Planet! So this is a game that is... Let's be real, it's a Sonic-like. It's... From what I can remember people telling me, this originally started as a Sonic fan game, but then was transformed into something much more. And it has like proper cutscenes and voice acting and a whole story and stuff. It is very Sonic coded, but it is also its own thing, I feel. I had fun with this game until until I played the final boss, in which case, oh, maybe I don't like this game as much anymore because this final boss is so absurdly difficult. For the most part, until that final boss, I was having a lot of fun with this game, but then that final boss was like, nope, I'm gonna curb stop you, bop, kapow. I do like that this game has multiple different characters that you can play as. So you can play as the dragon, Lilac, up in the top left. Carol, who is the top right, the green one. And then you can play as Mila, the rabbit, on the bottom. And their powers vary a little bit. I don't know how much. I haven't actually played the other routes. I've only played as Lilac, but it's neat to have different characters to play as with different different game mechanics and such. So it is an enjoyable game. But the bosses, like, it's not just the final boss. The final boss was just, like, the absolute worst. But the other bosses were annoying. If they toned down the bosses, then I feel like I could appreciate this game a lot more. But because the bosses were such a drag, that definitely reduces some points, I feel. But that final boss was the absolute worst thing ever. I do not want to play that boss ever again. Mega Man! Dr. Wily's Revenge. So, this is a Mega Man game. A Mega Man game that I had not played through before. And this is kind of a combination of Mega Man 1 and 2. Where it has some bosses from Mega Man 1 and some bosses from Mega Man 2. And it started off being really, really annoying. And as you progressed, as you got stronger, like with the weapons, it got a bit easier, but it was still really annoying for some reason. The stage design was just not as good as the main games. I don't know, it was just frustrating, man. I'm glad I played through it just to have the experience of, oh, I beat Dr. Wily's Revenge, but it was kind of obnoxious. Not gonna lie, it was just kind of annoying. I don't know, man. There's not much I can say other than that, but I definitely prefer the main series Mega Man games over this. Maybe if I play through it a couple more times, then I could be like, okay, you know what? I'm actually good at this now, so I can appreciate it more. But for now, I'm just like, I'll stick with Mega Man 2 and 4. The debate is still up for Mega Man 3, though. Thanks, Doc Robot, for tarnishing the entire game with your terribleness. But yeah, Dr. Wily's Revenge. Yeah. I think that's what I'll say about that. Which one do I like more? Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 4. Mega Man 3 is... I did a whole Let's Play series. What was that? Back in August that it came out? Let me look this up now. Mega Man 3. Okay, so I played through Mega Man 3, yeah, in August. Okay. Oh, and then okay. That game will come up in a minute. Mega Man 4 is great for the story and 2 castles. I agree. Mega Man 4 is great. Someday I'll play through it for the channel. Someday. But I wanted to take a break from Mega Man so I'm not burned out on it. So, we'll see. Next game. Metal Slug 4. Metal Slug 4 is a very short game, as all Metal Slug games are short. I enjoyed it, though. It's nice and short and sweet. And I very much liked the mechanics, as they're fairly similar to all of the other Metal Slug games. Unfortunately, now I'm out of Metal Slug games that I can play easily. Love the series. It's very fun. Honestly, I would like to play through this with a friend someday. Because it is multiplayer, and that is one of the main draws of it, really. And it has such a bonkers story. It is just ridiculous. I would love to play through these games again with a friend at some point, but I'm not sure who to ask and how we would be able to set it up. We would probably have to use Parsec or something, or maybe Steam. I don't know. But it is a silly game series. I very much enjoy the Metal Slug games, and it would be fun to play through them again at some point. Not sure when that point would be, but who knows. Deathloop! Yo, this was an awesome game. I am so glad I chose this. Yo. Okay, so Metal Slug. Deathloop. You beat the first Metal Slug in the arcade in the 90s. Stam Hussein as the final boss was so very America. Yeah, it really was. Deathloop. So Deathloop is a first-person game where you have it's kind of like a roguelike, except not really. Like, once you're not really encouraged to die, but when you die, you get reset to the very beginning of the day, and everything is around the island is reset. And if you spend points that you get through, I guess, energy. If you spend this sort of special energy that you acquire throughout the island, then you can funnel it into weapons and abilities and such to allow you to get further into the game. And the main point of this game is to hunt down these sort of people who are keeping the island in a permanent time loop. So it gets very silly with the time loop shenanigans stuff. And I really love, like, the story is really, really good. There's a reason why this game won a bunch of... Did it actually win a bunch of awards, or was it just nominated? Death Loop Awards. The Game Awards back in 2021. Okay, so it looks like it won... Oh, okay, so it was nominated for a bunch of awards, but did it actually win? No, it got 9 nominations, but which ones did it win? It won a ton of awards. Not one. It was nominated for a bunch of awards, but I'm not sure that it actually won any. I'm looking at it now. Hang on. Nine nominations. That is a crazy amount of nominations. Okay, so it won Best Game Direction, Best Art Direction, and that's it. But 9 nominations for games, like, holy. Like, it was nominated for Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, Best Score and Music, Best Audio Design, Best Performance. Oh, 2 different people from Best Performance. Jeez. So that's 8. And Best Action Game. That is crazy. That many? Like, holy moly. It has a fantastic story. I love all of the mechanics between the guns, the abilities, the background abilities and stuff, the characters. It's just such a fun game. Yeah, I know, 9 nominations. That's crazy for the Game Awards. Holy moly. What studio made this again? It was Arcane Studios / Bethesda. Oh, okay. So Bethesda is like the producers stuff. That is nuts. 9. That is crazy. I very, very enjoyed this game. How many? Did this take me like 9 streams to beat? Yeah, 9 streams. That's nutso. Very heavily enjoyed this game, though. It was fun. It had such good freaking gameplay mechanics. I'm shocked. First off, at how good it was, but also how long it took me to start playing this. Like, it came out in 2021. This is 3 years later. Jeez. I'm very glad I played through it, though. It was fun. And then we get into the games that I didn't play on stream again. Kingdom Hearts 8 Dream Drop Distance HD. Another Kingdom Hearts game, but it's not a retread of Kingdom Hearts 1 again, which, thank God. So, you are going into these sleeping worlds in order to awaken them, and you have to battle various different dream eaters and nightmares and stuff, and it is very fun. There are a bunch of worlds that you never really explored in other Kingdom Hearts games, like Hunchback of Notre Dame. There was the Carnival place from Pinocchio. They changed it from Pleasure Island to something else. Shoot, what was... You'll have to help me out here. What was that world called? The Pinocchio world? Dream... Drop distance... Oh yeah, and they had references to The World Ends With You, which was nuts. That blew my mind that they would reference that, but like it's Square Enix, so like okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, they had the grid. Prankster's Paradise. Friggin' what the heck? Why did they change the name of that? Like really? Was it that necessary to change it to Prankster's Paradise? Okay, whatever. You do you, Disney and Square. Oh, the Symphony of Sorcery was so good. That was such a good world. I forgot about that one. The grid? Yeah, the grid was neat. Disney Castle. Was that even a real world? Or was that just... I mean, there was a cutscene there, but that wasn't really like a world you explore. Keep playing Graveyard. Was that in there? Keep playing Graveyard is seen in cutscenes. Ah, okay. The world that never was. Oh, right. Yeah, that stuff, too. Yeah, the mysterious tower. Man, this game had some really neat worlds. Oh, yeah, the Musketeer world, man. This game had so many neat worlds that never returned. But, like, it's fine to have them be one-offs. So I enjoyed this game very much, and the mechanics were very interesting because they had new mechanics in this called the shoot, what was it called? Dreamed Out Distance. No, it wasn't the drop system. Yeah, it's like buttery smooth, like dashing between the walls, and then you get to build up momentum, and then you slam down, and then it's so cool. And then the story itself for like Org 13, that was really cool. It was silly though. It was super silly, but like it was fun. Hang on. So yeah, you have this system where you're constantly switching between Sora and Riku in order to go through the different worlds to do different things for each other, and it's very neat. And they're doing this in order to earn their Mark of Mastery so they can do the events of Kingdom Hearts 3 eventually. And I really liked how the characters were presented in this. It was a fun game. Freaking Axel! Holy moly! This was a fun... Oh, flow motion! Flow motion! There we go. So, they added a mechanic called flow motion where you could, like, dash off a wall, and then you would, like, keep that momentum, and then boom, 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 you would speed up and destroy enemies really quickly, and they kept that in Kingdom Hearts 3, which I really, really liked. Flow motion is such a cool mechanic. I love it. I'm so glad they kept it for Kingdom Hearts 3. Heck yeah. Which world did I like the most? Let me see. I need to see a proper list. Country of Musketeers. Musketeer. World scene only in cutscenes. Okay, that's what I thought. Prankster's Paradise, Symphony of Sorcery, The Grid, Traverse Town, The World That Never Was. Oh, this is tough. I think it's between the Country of Musketeers, Symphony of Sorcery, and maybe The World That Never Was? Although, Prankster's Paradise was really good, too. So was Traverse Town in this game. This is really, really hard. Because I really liked all the worlds in this game. Top 3? Alright, I think it's Country of Musketeers, Symphony of Sorcery, and Traverse Town, I think. There's such good worlds in this game, like holy moly. I really, really like this game. It was so good. Heck yeah. I'm getting off track again. Mega Man 2! This is a game I played exclusively for YouTube. I really like this game in that it was actually fair. This was fair for a new player. And it is a very good game to dip your toes into if you're not super sure about Mega Man. Because it's nice and short, it's very fair for new players, and I just really liked the mechanics for this game. It was just fun, which is what I needed after Mega Man 3. Because I played that again this year for YouTube. And it was really short too. I liked it. It was fun. Like, it gives the player so much more enjoyment when they're actually able to enjoy, like, play the game without constantly dying, like, ah, dang it, ah, dang it, ah, dang it. I'm not learning anything, I'm just dying. Like, I enjoyed this game way better than Dr. Wily's Revenge. It is a much better Game Boy Mega Man game. Apparently, the other Mega Man Game Boy games are difficult too, so... Oh boy. And all of them are on NSO, on the Game Boy app. So, I'll have that to look forward to. Hooray. Apparently people didn't like this one because it was quote-unquote too easy. I don't know, man. Sometimes I like too easy. Sometimes. There were some difficult parts, though. Like, one of the Wily castles was really, really annoying, though. I will say. I had fun with this game, though, which is the point. Do I have a top 3 Mega Man characters? No, because I have not played through all of the Mega Man games, and I feel like it would be unfair to rate all of the Mega Man characters yet. This one is nice and short and simple, and I liked it. That's the whole gist of it. And then into Shrek-tember we go. This game. I enjoyed this game up until the final boss, in which case it gets super obnoxious. It was just ludicrously obnoxious for no reason. I don't get why they made it so rude. Well, the entire anime? I've never watched the Mega Man anime. Not once. This video game was very janky, but in a way where it was like, oh, my nostalgia, my childhood. I like this kind of jank. Because it's my childhood. Up until the final boss, in which case it really, really works against you. And then you have to... I'll explain the final boss area. So you're going through Merlin's tower. You have to grab a barrel, light it on fire, put it next to the door, grab another barrel, put it next to the next door, which is like down the hall, get someone to throw a fireball at it to explode the door, get a third barrel, put it next to the next door, get someone to fireball it, go back to the beginning again, grab another barrel, and then... Like, it just keeps going on and on and on like that, and it's just, why? That's so annoying to have to return to the first area, make sure nothing is exploding the barrel before you place it before the door, and then finally get a barrel to explode next to that door. Like, it's so rude and obnoxious. I hated it. The rest of the game was really fun, though. I like 3D platformer collectathons, and that's what this was. A 3D platformer collectathon from my childhood. I ended up getting everything except for the race mode, which was... Why? Why is there a race mode for this? That's exactly the same game, except you're doing it on a timer. That's annoying. I don't like that. The rest of the game, though, was fun, aside from those 2 nitpicks. Bit of jank, but it's that kind of jank that I'm used to because of my childhood and the games that I played, including this game, which I never finished until this year. So I played this as part of Shrek-tember, where I did watch-alongs of a couple of the Shrek movies. I was about to say all Shrek movies, then I forgot. Then I remembered that I didn't watch through 3 and 4 for reasons. So, we played a bunch of Shrek games. We did watch-alongs for a few Shrek movies. We did other activities involving Shrek, like word search and tier lists and stuff. So that was fun. So, Shrek the video game. It's janky, but I liked it until the final boss, in which case, boo. The rest of the game, though, is fine. It has that childhood nostalgia jank. Shrek 2! So, this is a different kind of video game. It's more of like a sort of... It has sort of a beat-em-up vibe, as opposed to the first game where that's just a 3D platformer collectathon, really. But this one is definitely like a beat-em-up with some collectathon tendencies, I guess. So this one actually follows the plot of Shrek 2, the movie. Whereas this one, it takes place, like, after Shrek 1, the video game. I just remember they friggin' did that thing where they had a cutscene for the end of the game, and then it, like, it was a weird cutscene. But, like, there wasn't even any... I don't think there was even any, like, voice acting for that cutscene at the end. I think. I can't remember. It's been a few months. But I just remember the end being very silly. It was just silly with its end cutscene and credits. Anyway, Shrek 2. Shrek 2! It's a beat 'em up, and it actually follows the story of the movie, except it doesn't have any of the voice actors from the movie. I enjoyed this game. Between Shrek 1, the video game, and Shrek 2, the video game, I'm torn, because I prefer the 3D platformer collectathon mechanics, I guess. And the jank, it's just nostalgic childhood jank, but this one is more well made and put together. There's still definitely jank. Like in one of the last levels, you could see through the walls and see, oh, there's nothing there. Some of those levels were very jank, but not in the same way. So, this was a silly game. And honestly, the final boss wasn't nearly as bad as in the first game. Like, sure, okay, there were some kind of annoying mechanics-ish, I guess, but it was more well-made. More well put together. I enjoyed this game. Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. I actually really enjoyed this game. This was a fun racing game. Very silly, nonsensical plot at the beginning, and then you just go racing and then there's no plot. This is definitely one of those games where you just rent it from Blockbuster and then return it the next day. Not because it's bad, but because you already played through all of the content and, oh, there's no more content. Well, time to return it. I enjoyed the game. It had fun mechanics. I really like all of the characters that they chose to put in this video game. But it is very short. You can definitely do all of the content within this game within... How long did it take me? Like 3-4 hours? You can definitely do it in that time, and it's silly. But you can play it like afterwards with like other people. Or one other person, because this game is only it's only 2 players on PlayStation. What the heck? Actually, hang on. Is it more players on other systems? Shrek, Smash, and Crash Racing. Multiplayer. Okay, so this game is on GameCube, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, Nintendo DS, and Game Boy Advance. I cannot see how many people... can play. Multiplayer. Okay, let's find somewhere else. I don't know. GameCube. Let's look up the GameCube version. Really, I just need to see the back of the box because that'll tell me. Oh, here we go. It'll tell me, right? Wow, it can play up to 4 players on the GameCube, but the PS2 version you can only play 2 player. That's messed up. Wow. Okay. The PS2 version got screwed over big time. Holy moly. I'm a big Shrek fan. How many have I played, and do I have one that I liked most? So, we only really played, what, 4 Shrek games on stream? I did a whole tier list of Shrek games, and honestly, we only really played 4 of them on stream, but we took a look at a bunch of Shrek games, like, during that stream. Honestly, out of the Shrek games that I did play, I feel like Shrek Smash and Crash Racing is right up at the top, along with Power Wash Sim's Shrek levels, but that just barely counts because that's its own game and not necessarily Shrek, but I like the Shrek aspects that they, like, implemented. Now, as for games that I didn't play, what was that game called? Shrek franchise games, was it Fairy Tale? No, it wasn't Fairy Tale of Freakdown, although that did look fun. Super Slam? Maybe? Yeah, Shrek Super Slam looked fun. I never played it myself, but I did play the Game Boy Advance version of Shrek 2, which I think is a really fun game. I would like to play that again at some point, but I lost my cartridge in some move like years ago, so I have not been able to play it. However, I think Shrek Smash Crash Racing is definitely up there for Shrek games that I liked. Now, as for the other games on this list that I did beat, Kingdom Hearts Back Cover X. This is a group of cutscenes that explains the story of a mobile game, from what I can tell, or some kind of browser game that's, like, not functioning anymore. It has a good story, and it definitely explains things that happen in Kingdom Hearts 3 and, like, how they came to be and stuff. So I'm curious to see what will happen after this and Kingdom Hearts 3 and stuff, because there are elements that are important to the plot in this group of cutscenes. I still find it really weird, but, like, I'll see how it unfolds as time goes on, and there's potentially more Kingdom Hearts games. I'm still not finished with all of the Kingdom Hearts games, so I still need to see. But this had a very interesting story about, like, there was a lot of backstabbing, a lot of, like, maybe not backstabbing as much as, like, suspicion and ominous, like, accusatory stuff that really, honestly, didn't need to happen, but, like, it happened, so, like, okay. It was a very cool story, though. And I'm still very interested to see what happens. Next year, I am going to be playing, what was it? Remind, the DLC for 3. It's going to be off-stream, as I have been playing all of the Kingdom Hearts stream games off-stream. But still, it'll be interesting for me. Next up is Birth by Sleep, Fragmentary Passage. So this continues Aqua's story after she is sent to the Dark World. Long story, Birth by Sleep happened. I really liked all of the mechanics in this game. It continues all of the flow motion mechanics as well as a combination of Birth by Sleep mechanics. It is such a good game, and it is a very good showcase of what of how the game mechanics are going to play in Kingdom Hearts 3. You already beat all of them. Again, been a big fan for as long. Yeah, it's such a good series. And now that I'm actually playing through them, I'm starting to get it. Like, I already knew they were really good games, but, like, I'm starting to get the story behind all of these games, and it is such a fascinating evolution of these games. I'm really enjoying them. So, a Fragmentary Passage is Aqua going through the Dark World, going through all of these fallen worlds that have fallen to the darkness, and it's very interesting, and it's like, poor Aqua, she's stuck in the Dark World, and she's abandoned here for, like, a very long time, and it sucks, and, like, how is she going to get out of there? We need to know this. We very much need to know this information. Well, you find out in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'll just say that. And it's like, it's very sad, very good, but very sad, and it's like, oh god, what is gonna happen? But I very much enjoyed this game. This game was very fun. Very short, but very fun. Like, very short in comparison to other Kingdom Hearts games. I still very much enjoyed this game, though. It had good mechanics and a sad story. Aqua. Moving on. Metroid Zero Mission. Okay, so Zero Mission is a retelling of Metroid 1 with new maps, new abilities that weren't in the first game, and an epilogue story that is very fun. I very much enjoyed this game. I played through it when I was a kid, but, like, it was so long ago that I didn't really count it as games that I had beaten before. So to play through it again and actually experience it as an adult, it was enjoyable. I liked it. It was fun. There were certain parts that I'm like, oh, that I really wanted to access that earlier, but you were gatekeeping me for no reason, and I wanted that sooner, way sooner, much sooner. There were only like a couple points like that, but I very much enjoyed this game. This was fun. Definitely a very good way of reimagining the first Metroid game, because the NES game is very dated, and if you want a way to experience the story of Metroid 1, just play Zero Mission. It is the superior version. Did I ever play the classic of that? Yes, I did. I actually played it on stream as well. Back in, what, 2018? Let's look it up. Metroid. Yeah. Oh, 2019. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I played this back in, the original, that is. I played Metroid 1 back in 2019, back before I was a VTuber, and I was still splitting up the VOD into, like, 20-minute to half-an-hour segments. That was a fun game. I very much enjoyed that game. Or, I mean, that was an enjoyable game with a map. Unfortunately, that does not have a good map. But with a proper map, that can be made into an enjoyable game. However, Zero Mission is a way better game. It has an actual map. You can actually explore and navigate without too much issue. And it has such good fluidity. Like, it is... If you're going to remake a game from the NES, you want to do it the way that Zero Mission did it with Metroid 1. Very good reimagining of Metroid 1. I very much enjoy it. Oh god, we're almost... Okay, we need to speed this up. I keep saying we need to speed it up, but blah. Doom 2! We played this during October for the Halloween streams. I very much enjoy this. This has a good evolution of the Doom 1 mechanics and adds a super shotgun, which is basically just a double barrel shotgun that uses two shotgun shots at once to make a bigger, more powerful shotgun blast. I'm gonna be real, some of this was very cryptic, very confusing to go around, but it took way less streams. Like, oh my god. This took way less streams to do than the original playthrough of Doom 1. Now, there were less maps than in Doom 1, I think. But it was definitely, maybe because I had more experience from playing the Doom 1 Archipelago that I had an easier time with Doom 2. I kind of knew what to expect in terms of how to play. So I got through Doom 2 much quicker. Just 2 streams. So yay. I enjoyed this game. It was confusing to get around the first time, but I might play through it again just to be able to play it for Archipelago. Although I have Doom 1 ready for Archipelago, so I don't know. Anyways, Witch Eye. So Witch Eye is it's kind of a 2D platformer-ish. So you are this witch that turned themselves into an eye to get their ingredients back for their potion, which a knight stole for this dude on the left. And you are using these sort of drag mechanics in order to move the eyeball around and bounce off of enemies and out of the way of spikes. And it was neat. I enjoyed it. The last boss was frustrating, but I enjoyed it for the most part. I think I even completed it, didn't I? I think so. It was enjoyable enough to complete it, which, yay. It was a kind of cozy-ish Halloween game-ish. There were some minorly annoying aspects, but still enjoyable enough. Costume Quest. So this is a turn-based RPG where you put on different costumes to invoke different powers to fight these monsters that are taking everyone's candy and also kidnapped your sister who was dressed up like a candy corn. Silly game. Very silly game. But I definitely liked all of the game mechanics of this game. And it's just a silly little game. I still need to play through the DLC. I was going to play it during this December, but I got preoccupied. I got very preoccupied. So I think that'll be next December game. So I enjoyed this game. This was fun. Very fun mechanics, silly, goofy characters and dialogue, and not bad to navigate either. I had fun. Faraway Jungle Escape. This is the sequel to what was the full title of Faraway? Was it just Faraway? Faraway. Okay, it's just Faraway Puzzle Escape. Okay. This is the sequel to that game. And it's... honestly, it's basically the same game except with different puzzles, and it's a jungle aesthetic as opposed to a desert aesthetic. I very much enjoyed the puzzles in this. They made me think. I did not appreciate the fact that the music in this game, as well as the first game, they are very prone to getting you copyright claimed on YouTube. So, thanks for that, developers, for using licensed music instead of your own. That gets people in trouble if they want to play it on stream. Thanks. Anyways, I enjoyed the puzzle mechanics of this game. It was fun. It made me think, and I am looking forward to playing the third game, which is Faraway Arctic Escape. I think I'm going to play that either in January or February, somewhere in there. Because it would probably be best to play that during the winter months. Yeah? Yeah. I enjoyed this game. This was nice and short and simple, but it also made me think. So, yay. Mail time! This was also one of those nice, short, simple games. It is a 3D platformer. Is it even a collectathon? Kind of, ish. Yeah, it has collectathon aspects. Okay. You are this small person, this small mushroom person who has to deliver mail to all of these forest animals and other critters. And you're earning your mail person certificate thing in order to deliver mail as a job. And I really enjoyed this. This was a nice, cozy little game. And I would like to get all of the 100% achievement stuff at some point. Not on stream, but on my own time. Games, yeah, we're doing game awards. I'm just going over all of the games that I played throughout the year first, and then we'll give out awards. So, mail time was nice and cozy and fun and simple. I definitely had fun. At some point, I definitely want to get all of the 100% stuff, because it was enjoyable enough for me to want to play it again. I don't think I'll do that on stream. In fact, I'm pretty sure I won't do that on stream. Just on my own time. I like this game, though. It was nice and cozy, and... How expensive is it? $7.99 with the sale going on. I am refusing to read that comment out loud. Because of reasons. And there it is. Okay. Mail time. I like this game quite a bit. It was fun. And then the final game that I played this year, Kingdom Hearts 3. I've not played the Remind DLC yet, so we'll just hide that part. So, Kingdom Hearts 3, oh my god. It has a crazy story. I loved pretty much all of the worlds that were featured in the game. And the freaking crazy amount of characters that come with the game, or show up within the course of the game. Oh my god. I freaking love this game. This was so good in so many aspects. I don't know why it gets so much hate. I don't get it. The complexities of this game rattles souls and boggles the mind. I like this game a lot. It was fun. I think my favorite worlds from this were probably Toy Story World and... Okay, no, hang on. I think it's a top 3 situation again. So, I think my favorite worlds were Toy Story World, San Francisco, and Monsters, Inc. I really like the Pirates world in this game, though. That was so cool, being able to drive a ship over the open ocean as you were able to. It is so cool. It had such cool mechanics, too, the whole game. Ace Combat, Zero, Belkin War is number 1 for you, even though it's PS2. I don't think that should dictate your favoriteness of it. Like, even though, no, it's... I don't think that should demote points from your favorite game. Just me thinking. You just finished playing it. Ah, okay. Kingdom Hearts 3, I really enjoyed this game. It had so much going for it, and I don't think I was let down at all, except for the Tangled world. The Tangled world was literally just a repeat of Tangled. That's all it was. Like, they could have done some things to make it different from the movie that they didn't, and I'm disappointed by that. At least Frozen had a couple different things. Like, Frozen World had that castle that you went through that wasn't, like, the one that Elsa made. And they hardly ever showed Hans. Like, the evil bad guy, he wasn't just roped in because, like, he didn't need to be shown. He was just a bad dude that kidnapped Anna. Or not kidnapped, but like... No, wait, no. She... I don't know. He was just doing stuff in the background. They didn't pay it much attention, so I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. He was a bad villain anyways. And not bad as in evil. I mean bad as in not done well. So, yay, don't show him. I'm okay with that. But then in Tangled World, they were like, just put the movie in. Who cares? Dumb. At least with Monsters Inc., San Francisco, really all of the worlds, they did some stuff that was different at least, but Tangled was just literally just the movie. What was the point? And that concludes all of the games that I played through for this year. And if I push this button, it goes back to the first game I played. Hooray. So, now to go on to the actual awards that these games are winning. About almost 2 hours later. This was not like this last year. Alright, so the first category of these game awards. Hang on, what camera should I use? I think I should use this one. Except I need to move chat now. You can go right there. Actually, no, I'll move myself. It's a little bigger. There we go. So, on to the actual awards. So, the first award is the best story. Which of these, by the way, these are different categories. Like, not every game is going to be in every category. Like, these are the nominations. And there are 15 different categories. I'm not sure. I don't know if I put every game in at least one category, but multiple are in multiple categories. So, there's that. Now, the nominations for this category, the best story, are as follows. Birth by Sleep, Recoded, the Tomb Raider DLC, Rise of the Tomb Raider DLC, Celeste, Freedom Planet, Deathloop, Dream Drop Distance, Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, this one is a really, really difficult one. I think for me, it's between Birth by Sleep, Celeste, Deathloop, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, here's the thing. I really, really, really want to give it to Kingdom Hearts 3. But the thing is, in order to get the story of Kingdom Hearts 3, you really have to play through all of the games, or at least know the story of the previous games in order to fully understand the context. Here's the most difficult part, man. With all that said, I really, 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 really want to give it to Kingdom Hearts 3. I think I will. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Kingdom Hearts 3. You would cheat and just say Kingdom Hearts gets star yes and all? Yeah, I'm giving it to Kingdom Hearts 3. Best story. With the caveat that you really, really need to play all of the games in order to get the context. But with that in mind, I still really, really liked Kingdom Hearts 3 story. However, that does not discount the fact that Deathloop had a fantastic story, and so did Celeste. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 gets the first award. Next one is Best 2D Action. These are the games in this category. This is for Best 2D Action. That is not the right layer. The games are as follows: Rogue Legacy, Forma 8, Hollow Break, Celeste, Getting Over It, Super Mario Land, Freedom Planet, Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge, Metal Slug 4, Mega Man 2, Metroid Zero Mission, and Witch Eye. This one's a tough one, not as tough as Best Story, though. Play all to enjoy all? Agree. That's really what you need to do to enjoy the Kingdom Hearts games, unless you just want to play Kingdom Hearts 1, in which case, yeah, you could stop there. But you're missing out on some really good games. My heart really, really says either Celeste or Zero Mission. Which cause you carried me in that game? Okay, dude. Whatever you say. I'm really torn between Celeste and Zero Mission. Celeste had some really jerkish parts, though. Gonna be real. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to Zero. Well, Zero Mission had some jerk parts, too, though. I think I'm really, really torn on this, though. Ugh. I'm gonna give it to Celeste. Am I, though? This was a good year? Yeah, for the most part. There were some not great parts, but imagine not giving it to a Metroid game, though. Putting it on Getting Over It would be kind of funny. It kind of would be. It would be incorrect, but it would be funny. Celeste or Metroid Zero Mission? Yeah, you know what? I think I will give it to Celeste. But let it be known that it is very, very close between Celeste and Zero Mission. The thing is, Celeste is, like, it is consistent throughout. Like, sure, there are difficult parts, but, like, it's kind of, if you're not succeeding, it's pretty much your fault. Yeah, I'm giving it to Celeste. Celeste gets this award. You were gone when I showed it, but loved Metal Slug. Yeah, Metal Slug is a fun series. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, Freedom Planet was fun too. But that final boss, oh, that demotes it a lot of points. I'm gonna be real. Can't do it. Alright, next award. After Best 2D Action is Best Action Overall. So that... That's fine. Best Action Overall. Birth by Sleep. Tomb Raider. the Tomb Raider DLC, Deathloop, Dream Drop Distance, Freedom Planet, Shrek. Just go with it. Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage, Zero Mission, again, Doom 2, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, see, this is just going by best action. What had the best gameplay, the best mechanics overall for an action game? It really is between Kingdom Hearts 3 and Deathloop. Both of them have very special places in my heart for this year. If only one of them can have the Best Action Award. God, this is difficult. Kingdom Hearts games, I know, but Deathloop. Can't be Doom 2 because I didn't play on Ultra Violence. Oi! Maybe someday. Relax. I'm a jack of all trades, not a first-person shooter. That being said, Deathloop was so good with its mechanics. And I really liked all of the different weapons and stuff, but like, you had flow motion in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's like, oh my god, this plays so well. It's so fun to play, but god, I want to vote Deathloop as well. Can I give it to 2 awards? No, I can't give it. I can't give 2 awards. Okay, what are we gonna do? Okay. I think I'm gonna give it to Deathloop. It's so good! It's such a fun game! Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to well, then I could give it to Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts got an award, though. Deathloop hasn't yet. But I could give it to another one. You know what? We're giving it to Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3 gets it. But let it be known that it is so incredibly close between these two. I cannot decide. It's so difficult to decide between these two. I had so much fun playing through Kingdom Hearts 3. It was such a blast. Kingdom Hearts didn't use a star. It got for best story. It's not walking away with 0. It's not walking away with 1 because it got best action. But it's so close between these two. It's just uncomparable. Like, it's just, And they're 2 different kinds of actions games, too. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts gets best action. Or Kingdom Hearts 3, rather. Next one. Most difficult game. Wow. Alright, so it's between Mario Party 1, Getting Over It, Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge, Deathloop, Shrek, and Doom 2. Honestly, I don't think I had that much problem with many of these. Like, Doom 2, okay, sure, it was difficult in some parts, but I don't think I had that much difficulty compared to when I first played through Doom 1. Shrek only really was difficult during the final boss, which, that was annoying. Mario Party 1. I only really struggled on 2 of the stages. And in both times, I think I got 2nd or 3rd place. Dr. Wily's Revenge, once I got going, I actually did finish. Like, it wasn't... It was kind of difficult, but it wasn't that bad. And then there's Getting Over It. Screw you, take your stupid star and get out of here. I don't want to talk to you about you again. Yeah, Getting Over It gets most difficult. Next up is Best First Person Game. So, the games in this category are, well, they're first-person games. They don't all have to be shooters, but they are all first-person. Alright. So, the games in this category are Faraway, Deathloop, Doom 2, Faraway Jungle Escape, Minecraft, because that was first-person, but even though I didn't beat it, I still played it on stream this year. Portal 2 Community Testing, which I didn't beat the actual game this year, but I did play maps. Dead by Daylight, which you can't finish, but it's still a first-person game. I'm gonna be real, some of these I kind of cheesed these results because there were not very many first-person games. If I only included games that I beat this year for this category, then it would really only be Faraway, Deathloop, Doom 2, and Faraway 2. And then there's Power Wash Simulator, the Shrek DLC, and Lethal Company, which you cannot beat that one. You can beat Power Wash, but I'm still not finished with that, so we're just gonna ignore that for now. I am going to give this to Deathloop. Deathloop is such a fun game. It is probably one of the best first-person shooters that I've played. It definitely deserves the best first-person shooter, or best first-person award. It is so fun. It has a freaking awesome art direction and story and game mechanics. It was so good. Lethal Company is fun. Don't get me wrong, I definitely enjoy playing Lethal Company. But Deathloop definitely deserves best first person. It has such a good combination of game direction, art direction, game mechanics. It's so fun. Such a fun game. I still want to go back and 100% it, because there is stuff still to do on the island. I just haven't finished it. Like, I beat the game, I just haven't done the 100% stuff, because I needed to move on to new games. That was 9 streams worth of that game, and I enjoyed just about every minute of it. So yeah, this goes to Deathloop. Deathloop easily wins best first person, I'd say. Yeah, honestly, yeah. For this year, yeah. Nothing against Faraway or Doom or Faraway 2 or any of these one-off game categories. But I really enjoyed Deathloop. Very easily wins this award. Game Award, Andy. What's the next category? Best online game. Alright, so these are games that you can't really beat, but, like, I don't want to, like, not give them any awards, because they definitely deserve awards for games that I played. So, these include Archipelago, which is... it's game randomizing with your friends. Fall Guys, F-Zero 99, Dead by Daylight, Power Wash Sim, which that's cheesing it a little bit, because you can beat it, and It's only multiplayer if you really, really want it to be. Lethal Company and Fortnite. There are 2 games on this list that I feel stand up against the rest. Above the rest, rather. You'll check out Deathloop sometime? Yeah, please do it. It's so fun. Actually, how much is it on the Steam sale? Deathloop is $11.99. That is a steal. That is an absolute steal. 80% off for this game on Steam right now. It is so fun. It is such a good game. I heavily enjoyed it, and I really recommend it to anyone who likes first-person games. Yeah, I agree with Shaft. Nope. There are 2 games on this list that I think stand above the rest, and that would be Archipelago and Lethal Company. I have only played Lethal Company a little bit, but I really, really enjoy the collection aspect of it, collecting all kinds of junk in order to survive. Now, there isn't really an end game, which really kind of disappoints me. And I would really, really like there to be, like, some kind of goal to work towards for Lethal Company. Now, Archipelago is game randomizing with your friends, so you can throw in, like, a whole variety of different games. So it really depends on what you choose for Archipelago. But I still really, really, really enjoy mixing up, like, games with others to play with. But that does require other games in order to play it, so I think this goes to Lethal Company. You only played 2 online games here, but you'd give the best online award to Fall Guys. Fall Guys is really, really fun. That is true. Maybe I'll rescind this for a minute. You beat Fortnite 3 times tonight with your boyfriend? Nice. Earned 3 crowns tonight. 2 of them were back-to-back wins. Yo, congrats. Heck yeah. Now, I did get into Fortnite again. Thanks, Jay. And thank you for subscribing. Because that was one of the subscriber goals for this year, getting me to 700 in order to get me to play Fortnite again. So thank you for that. And I'll probably be playing more Fortnite in the new year. Who knows? You also remember seeing someone with the Patrick Star skin while I played Fall Guys. Yeah, there's so many cameos and references in Fall Guys. It's so good. It's so fun. Lethal Company deserves the star. We'll see. You'll be honest, when it comes to online games, you're a co-op fanboy. Yeah, co-op games are just so fun. I'm not really one for the competitiveness of online games, really. But I definitely enjoy a good co-op game with friends. Fall Guys is good because it's background gameplay for Slop Live. I don't know what that is. I'm really heavily debating between Archipelago, Fall Guys, and Lethal Company. I only played Lethal Company a small handful of times, but I can definitely see the appeal of it. Fall Guys I've played a lot, but, like, the Battle Pass. I don't want to have to pay the Battle Pass in order to get these cool skins and stuff. Like, you can still get a ton of free stuff, but, like, that's so much grinding. The game itself is fun, though. I think I'm still gonna give it to Lethal Company. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Lethal Company. Yeah, Lethal Company gets it. Best online game, Lethal Company. Out of these games, anyways. Hooray! Next up, Best OST. These are the games with the best music. I am struggling to think what could be at the top because there's a few that I really, really enjoyed. The problem with Kingdom Hearts is it has fantastic music, but a lot of these worlds that you travel to that have this really good music, it originates in the movies that they are pulling these worlds from. So I'm not sure if I mean, like, they're really, really, really good renditions of these songs. Rock and Stone. Wouldn't pay for a battle pass, though. Free casual player all the way there. Yeah. Adobe Flash games OSTs. Ha 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 ha. Now, Holobreak takes its songs from Hololive Songs, and they are also really good renditions of these songs. So that's why that's there. Celeste, oh, it has such atmospheric music. It fits the game perfectly well, and I really liked it. Deathloop, oh my god, that had such good music. Ugh. There's a reason why it was nominated for 9 awards when it was released at the Game Awards. Zero Mission, I mean, it's a Metroid game. It's a Nintendo game. Of course, it's going to have great music. And then Kingdom Hearts 3. This is a hard one, too. Man. Mario and some others also has good music. I know, Mario Party's here because its music is really more nostalgic for me. That's why it's here. Freedom Planet, it had good music. But it's not quite at the level of the others, but it is still really good music. I think I'm gonna give it to... Yeah, I think I'm... Which one has more memorable music? I'm not gonna play these songs on stream, but I am gonna look it up. Deathloop OST. Alright, so Deathloop has 59 videos in this playlist for its OST. $59 as opposed to 166. Good lord. Maybe 125? Yeah, I'm seeing varying results. Over 100. You're loving this smooth jazz, by the way? Thanks. This is courtesy of the YouTube audio library. I felt like this fit for a little silly game award show. I thought it was a good idea. Alright, best OST. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 has more memorable music. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're going there. I can't really think of any music that I didn't like, but again, a lot of the music does pull from the movies that it's based on. But then there's Deathloop. Deathloop has such good music too. I don't know. Why is it constantly coming between these two? Kingdom Hearts 3 and Deathloop. Ugh. Dang it. Okay, Kingdom Hearts 3. Take your other awards and get out of here. There needs to be more variety. Dang it. Let me guess I'm a fanboy of Deathloop. I just really enjoyed the game. I didn't think I would enjoy it this much when I started the year. But lo and behold, the year has so many... so many surprises. Alright, so this is the most rewarding end. So what that means is how satisfying was the end of the game when I beat it. Oh, god dang it. I think I know the answer already. Alright, so we have Mario Party 1, Birth by Sleep, Celeste, Getting Over It, Deathloop, Doom 2, and Kingdom Hearts 3. God dang it, I think it's going Kingdom Hearts 3 again. I just really like the game. Like, it has such a satisfying conclusion. Like, I know some people are like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3, no, that's not right. I hated Kingdom Hearts. Well, that's the thing about opinions. We can have different opinions. Neither of us is necessarily wrong. These are just my biased thoughts. Alright. Most rewarding end. Where are you going? So the reason why Celeste and Getting Over It and Doom are here is because those were really difficult games, and it just felt so satisfying to actually have them be done. But also Celeste just had a good, satisfying ending story-wise, too. Kingdom Hearts wins a lot. I know, it's such a good game! I'm sorry. Maybe you should tell Kingdom Hearts to stop being such a good game. Jeez. Ah, but Deathloop was so good too. No, I'm giving that. Then I could get. Then why don't you start your own Game Awards show? I mean, honestly, that's how this started. I was really unsatisfied with how the Game Awards were because they just didn't give the games I liked the awards I wanted them to win. That's how it started with me. And also, I just wanted to talk about the games I like to play. So that's how this whole thing started. Alright. I need to choose one. Like, seeing everything from all of the past Kingdom Hearts games all come together and do the things that they do inside the game, that was really satisfying. I really liked it. It came together in such a satisfying way. Most rewarding end? Like, you can see the dilemma though, right? But then Deathloop was so good. Can't be Doom 2 because you didn't play on Ultra Violence. I get it! Jeez. At the same time, though, it's not the end because there's more Kingdom Hearts. And Know what? It is leaving you wanting more because there were cliffhangers. There were multiple cliffhangers. I'm gonna even the death loop. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're going to death loop. Because there's still cliffhangers that are unresolved with Kingdom Hearts 3. Unless it's resolved in the DLC, which I have not played yet. Yeah, it's going to death loop. Screw it. This is my award show. I can choose what I want. Most rewarding end goes to Deathloop. Hooray. Kingdom Hearts 3 already won Best Story. So screw it. Alright. Short but sweet. So this is the category for games that are very short. Oh god, I am in the way. Hi. Hello. I'm just a small guy. So, this is the category for games that are very short and very, very nice. I liked them. But they are super, super short. Love that statement. It's my award show, so screw it. Am I wrong? So short but sweet. This is a category for games that are short, and I feel like they should be played by more people because they are short enough to not have to worry about length. Because you helped me with the diamond in the rock, maybe. So, this is a difficult one because I'm not sure. Short but sweet. So the games in this category are Little Comet, the Tomb Raider DLC as a whole, Forma 8, Hollow Break, Celeste, Faraway, Super Mario Land, Freedom Planet, Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge, Metal Slug 4, Mega Man 2 on the Game Boy, Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek Smash Crash, there was Shrek Timber, don't worry about it, Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage. That was incredibly short, honestly. Metroid Zero Mission, Witch Eye, Costume Quest, Faraway's Jungle Escape, and Mail Time. Short but sweet. I don't think I can include A Fragmentary Passage because, yes, it was short, but you need the context of the other games in order to fully get the story. So that's out. Shrek. It is short, but is it sweet? Because of the last boss? No. Shrek 2 was alright. Can't say anything super bad about it, but I can't say it's like the best game ever. It's a simple beat 'em up based on the movie Shrek 2. Super Mario Land is short and sweet. I agree. Out of all of these, I think I'm gonna give it to Mail Time. It was such a nice, cute game. I really, really liked it. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. But, like, it was nice and cute and wholesome. And it had a nice message about, oh, well, you did your best. Your best doesn't always, like, you aren't always gonna succeed with your best, but you did your best. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to Mail Time. I really enjoyed Mail Time. It was such a nice, cute little game. Yeah, I'm giving it to Mail Time. Yes. Yeah, it's Mail Time. Mail Time is the winner of Short But Sweet. I liked it. That encapsulates the that perfectly encapsulates the point of this award. Next award. Silly Billy. Which of these games was the silliest of all? The point of this award is, which one is silliest? The games in this category are Mario Party, Rogue Legacy, Human Fall Flat, Getting Over It, Deathloop. It is actually surprisingly a very silly game. Shrek, Costume Quest, Fall Guys, American Truck Simulator, Shrek Power Wash Simulator, Lethal Company, Holocure, and Fortnite. Why is American Truck Simulator on here? Because it's silly. I thought it was funny. It's a silly game, I think. Sure, you can't tag. I mean, can you beat it? I don't think you can beat it. But I think it's silly. Out of these games, yeah, Holocure is pretty silly. But is it Silly Billy? Human Fall Flat and or Lethal Company? Human Fall Flat is really silly. I don't know. For me, I think it's either Rogue Legacy, that was a super silly game. Human Fall Flat. Deathloop had some really funny moments. Not sure it's that, like, it's Silly Billy like, compared to the others. Lethal Company, really? I feel like Lethal Company is more Silly Billy with other people around if you're playing with other people. I'm not sure it's as Silly Billy if you're playing solo. Mario also has silly, true, but not as Silly Billy as these ones, I feel. I'm giving it to Human Fall Flat. Yep, yeah, I'm giving it to Human Fall Flat. Yep. It is just such a silly game. I really like the silliness of Human Fall Flat. Well done. You won an award, Human Fall Flat. Alright. Next award. Spooks and Scares. This is for the scariest game. Blah. So this includes Tomb Raider DLC 1, 2, Doom 2, Dead by Daylight, and Lethal Company. There's only been one game that on this list that has actually scared me that much, and that's Lethal Company. It's a silly game, but it can just really get you with some of the scary stuff in there. Yeah, it's Lethal Company. Let it be known, though, that Dead by Daylight is fairly scary. It has the horror elements. But it's Lethal Company. Lethal Company is the winner of the Spooks and Scares category. Next up is the best stream game. What was the best game to play on stream? Now, I am including things like... I need to shrink myself again. Okay. That is the wrong thing. Hi. So, I am including things like the Pokemon Violet Shiny Hunts and Happy Home Academy because those were games that I played on stream. Although I didn't play Tomb Raider on stream, it's still content that I made for the for YouTube. You're biased towards Animal Crossing? Yeah, there is some bias, although I only played it a couple times this year. Alright, the games in this category are Mario Party, Rogue Legacy, the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider DLC, Forma 8, Human Fall Flat, Celeste, Getting Over It, Freedom Planet, Deathloop, Metroid Zero Mission, Archipelago, Fall Guys, Pokemon Violet Shiny Hunt, which is going to include the Legends Arceus Shiny Hunt streams, Happy Home Academy for Animal Crossing, Power Wash Simulator, Shrek, Lethal Company, and Holocure. Power Wash Simulator, because watching it on stream is like watching paint dry. Ouch. That hurt. You have over 4,000 hours in Animal Crossing? Nice. Now, the thing is, I only played Animal Crossing, like, what, 2-3 times this year? Let's look that up. CNH. Okay, no, hang on, that's not fair. I played it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times this year? Okay, that's a couple more than I thought. But the fact that I didn't remember that tells me that I didn't think of it as highly as I thought I did. Getting over it because we love suffering? Maybe. For this category, I'm torn between the Shiny Hunts and Deathloop. Because both of those were such fun streams. Like, I had some really good moments during the shiny hunting, especially the Yanma find. Like, that was such a good treat, finding that Yanma after so long. But I had only played Deathloop through this past year, and it had a lot more memorable moments, I feel. I'm giving it a Deathloop, let's be real. Best stream game goes to Deathloop. I had so much fun playing Deathloop on stream. It is one of the best stream games that I played this year, I feel. Let it be known, though, that Archipelago is really close because I love playing Archipelago. Randomizing games together is so fun. Let it be known that it's really close between those two. Next award. Makes you think. This? There are not many games in this category. That means I can zoom in. Whoop. So this is the puzzle game category. Or at least games that make you think strategically and stuff. Is between Faraway, Deathloop, Costume Quest, Faraway, and Portal 2. Me when my death is looped. I mean, that's the point of the game. It's a time loop. Now, I had to really strategize with Deathloop. Portal 2. Now, see, the thing is with Portal 2, it is a game that makes you think. But what, how many streams of community testing did I have this year? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4 that I had this year. So, as opposed to the 9 streams of Deathloop. Deathloop made me really think and strategize, okay, I need to go there and there and there, but I need to do that first, and then I need to do that. But, oh, I can't do that in the evening, so I need to go there instead to waste time. Uh-oh, wait, no, I need to go there first. Like, there's so much strategizing in order to finish Deathloop. So much thought you have to go into. Like, it's not just, okay, I go there, I shoot, bang, easy. And with Portal 2, I only really did the community testing, which is the workshop maps. So I didn't play the main game. And while there are a lot of really, really, really good maps in the Portal 2 community, there are some ones that are real stinkers. So, yeah. You thought it's about making me think and what borders really means. Would getting rid of them change anything? Like, I loved a lot of the community testing that I did in Portal 2. But some of them are silly in a not good way. I don't know. Like, I had to really go into it to try to find maps that are good. Ace Combat Zero reference, I wouldn't get it. Ah, okay. I think I'm gonna give it to Deathloop. Because, like, there's a lot of thought involved. It's not just bang, bang, shoot, shoot, oh, they're dead. You have to strategize which zone you have to go to in order to get the best results for the game. So, like, Deathloop gets it. There's a lot of strategy in order to complete the game in a good sequence. Because some things aren't open during the certain times. Some people are doing different things. Like, you need a lot of strategy, apparently. And a lot of investigation and a lot of just things in order to do the game properly. So, yeah, Deathloop gets the makes you think. It's not just puzzles, it's strategy as well. For this award, anyways. Next category, which will be the second to last category. Bloody and Violent. Rogue Legacy. The Tomb Raider DLCs. Metal Slug 4. Deathloop. Doom. Pal World. Dead by Daylight. Lethal Company. And Fortnite. Pal World I only did one stream of. It wasn't that... I mean, there were... I didn't even get to use any guns, actually. So it wasn't that violent. Like, it was just early game. So I was just using Pal versus Pal. So that didn't seem that violent. Lethal Company. Lethal Company was... Or, Rogue Legacy. I feel like I mix up these two a lot. Rogue Legacy and Lethal Company. You need a Payday 2 stream where I'll only play stealth? Maybe. Yeah, Rogue Legacy had some violence. I'll admit that. But, like, it's cartoon violence, so, Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider is Very violent, very bloody game. Let's be real, let's be honest. It is a very violent game. Metal Slug 4. Yeah, but it's cartoon violence, just like with Rogue Legacy. There are guns, but like... And there is blood, but it's pixel blood. Deathloop, it's a very violent game. Doom 2 is also a violent game. Pal World, already discussed that. Dead by Daylight, that is a very, very, very violent game. Lethal Company and Fortnite. The three that this is between is Dead by Daylight, Deathlight, and Doom 2. 3Ds. 3 of these nuts. I mean, they're guns. I feel like it's fairly violent. For Fortnite, yeah. I think I want to give this to Dead by Daylight. Because you're attacking these poor victims and then putting them on hooks in order for them to be sacrificed to the Elder Gods or something. Pal World because animal labor. I never got to that part. Like, I only played it for one stream, and it was, just using Pal World, pals against pals. For the most part, anyways. It's definitely between Dead by Daylight, Deathloop, and Doom 2. Feel like the game is a bit more cartoony, is a bit of bias. I don't think so. It's definitely between these three. But I think I'm gonna give it to Dead by Daylight. Yeah. Those two are definitely plenty violent. But Dead by Daylight definitely takes the cake. Does it though? Because death... It's literally in the name, Deathloop. Oh, right, because of the... Oh. Right, yeah, YouTube chat moderation. God dang it. Tough choice, but you'd give it to Doom? Yeah, but, like... Maybe I do have a little bit of bias in this category because pixel graphics, but, like... It's more easy to see the violent graphics when it's like high definition. There is plenty of blood in Doom 2 though. YouTube moderation also strikes you for saying blood and violent. Oh god, dang it. Dang it, YouTube chat. Okay, let's move on from this category. As soon as I figure out a freaking winner. Deathloop or Dead by Daylight? There are other years for this to win it, though. And there isn't for Deathloop. I'm going Deathloop. Deathloop has won so many awards, though. But it's such a good game. And it's a very violent game. A very violent and bloody game. So, yeah. Deathloop gets the bloody and violent category. Hooray! Moving on is the prestigious Game of the Year of the Year. Only one game can stand above the rest. Dead by Daylight Hook is kind of violent. It really is. But there was so much violence in Deathloop. So much. Now, the Game of the Year is the Game of the Year. Which one stands above the rest in terms of story and gameplay and music, everything? Which one of these is the best? Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Celeste, Freedom Planet, Deathloop, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, Birth by Sleep, Zero Mission, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Admit it, you're a fanboy of Deathloop. I never denied it. I really enjoyed Deathloop. It was a very fun game. So, which of these games is the Game of the Year of the Year? Which one did I have the most fun playing? There's a bit of bias for this one. But I am definitely going to be giving it to Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, again, you do have to have the context of the other Kingdom Hearts games in order to get the story for Kingdom Hearts. But it was just such a good game. Like, between the story, the gameplay mechanics, the pure nostalgia of going to all of those Disney worlds, it's just so good. Dang it. Two Games Award. Kingdom Hearts YouTube, can you chill? Kingdom Hearts is just Kingdom Hearts. It's a very fun and enjoyable series. I very much like the Kingdom Hearts games. Honestly, I'll let you in on a little secret. First-person games, first-person shooters are not my favorite category. They are not my favorite game genre. I think is a great, fantastic series. Now, there is a little bit of bias because I have always been a Disney kid, but, like, the gameplay, the story, the game mechanics, all of the game characters, all how it comes together to form this game, it fits so well. And I don't get why there's so much dislike towards this game. I don't know. But I definitely very, very, very much enjoyed this game. This was probably one of my favorite games that I've played this year. In fact, it's very, that's the reason why it's getting this award. Game of the Year is this one. FPS isn't my favorite. I'm biased against Doom 2. I enjoyed Doom 2. I don't have anything against it. But I just enjoyed the other games more. I don't know. Now, that being said, I did play a lot of first-person shooters this year. Between Deathloop and Doom and a bit of Dead by Daylight, there was quite a bit. They were good, but now they're hot. I mean, yes, Disney of recent years, but I'm talking about classic Disney. Like, I'm talking Mickey Mouse, I'm talking about Pixar, I'm talking about anything before Frozen. That's when I say I was always a Disney kid, I mean anything before Frozen. Alright? Let's get that straight. Kingdom Hearts 3, just, it comes together so well. Like, I just really, really like this game. It's just such a fun game. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And that concludes all of the awards for this year. Now, I did leave out 2 awards this year compared to previous years. Let me just find them quick. Actually, I did this. Add files. Just plain. Oh yeah, I did leave that. Okay, so I left out 3. And that would be... Just Plain Fun, Sweet Sweet Vengeance, and Walk the Walk. Now, what these 3 awards are Just Plain Fun is just like, that was a nice, fun game. I'm not sure that I'd play it again, but I enjoyed it enough to say, hey, you get a gold star. You didn't have like the best story or anything, or the best gameplay, or blah 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 blah. But I enjoyed you. Sweet Sweet Vengeance is taking vengeance on a game that I abandoned years ago, or what have you, and just beating it. I think last year I had Doom win this one because I had started it in a previous year and I didn't finish it until last year. And Walk the Walk is like for walking simulator games. I didn't play very many walking simulator games, so that's why that got the boot. So, yeah, those are the awards. Perfect timing for that song to end. Because now we can go over here. Hello. Let's do that. So, I actually had, I had a lot of fun putting this together. Walk game, more like no game. Oh, there are actually good walk simulator games. Let's be real. So, that was the Ardiss Game Awards. I enjoyed a lot of the games that I played this year. Now, certain games were less than desirable to play, but those ones didn't win awards, so whatever. You love this Games Award show? Thanks! I've been doing this for about, 3 years? I think this will be the 3rd year. Hang on. Game Awards. Yeah, this will be my 3rd year doing this format for showing games that I have played this year. In previous years, before I became a VTuber, I did like mini reviews on all the games that I had played throughout the year. So like I started doing this in general in 2018. And then I moved on to doing sort of games award show kind of thing. And I thought that was a nice little way to be like, hey, Games Awards, you missed these games that deserve awards. So screw you, I'm giving my own games, the games that I liked, awards instead of your dang games. I will say this Game Awards show, the Game Awards, not my award show, but the Game Awards, called The Game Awards. That was actually a good show this year. I don't have any real complaints about this year's. Statler and Waldorf were great. And Astrobot winning? Heck yeah. But I enjoy putting on these every year, so I think I will keep doing this format for the most part anyways. It might change form, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll add some awards next year. Depends on what I play. You love the Deathloop and Kingdom Hearts award? They did win quite a bit, but like they are such good games. I don't think they deserve any less. Anyways, this is the first stream of the week. So let's talk about what's to come in the rest of the week. The rest of the week is as follows. So we did the Ardiss Game Awards today. I will not be streaming either tomorrow or New Year's Day. But on New Year's Day, I will be putting out a new Pokemon Coliseum episode, so look out for that. January 2nd will be the first stream of the year. And I will be just general chatting. We'll be talking about how this next year is going to be coming. And I'm actually going to be showing some new stuff. And by new stuff, I mean new model. Cough, cough, new model. You didn't hear it from me, but cough, cough, new model. It's just going to be a silly little thing. Nothing too big and fancy and grand, but I'm looking forward to showing it off. Friday, we're going to be playing Marvel Rivals for the first time. And I've been really wanting to play this game, so I'm gonna be... I'm just looking forward to playing Marvel Rivals, finally. Definitely had to delete some games in order to make the room, but whatever. Marvel Rivals on Friday. Saturday, we're going to be playing F-Zero 99, probably. So, yeah, look forward to that. You're going to head out? All right, thanks for stopping by. And we're going to be ending pretty soon anyways, so yeah. For F-Zero 99, there is a winter event going on until, like, what, the 15th, the 18th? I looked this up last time, and I forgot completely. But it's one of those dates, either the 15th or the 18th. We're going to be playing the winter event in F-Zero 99 before it disappears again. So, look out for that stream. And that is the schedule for also another episode of Pokemon Coliseum on Sunday. Now we're going to be heading out. Thank you so much for watching this. I really enjoy putting on these Game Awards shows every year. It's just nice. It's nice to give the games I like some attention, besides just streaming them. Anyways, that's it for me. thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on... Oh, there isn't going to be any more streams. This is the last stream of the year from me. Tune in to Pokemon Coliseum on New Year's Day and the New Year's chatting on Thursday. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. I'll see you later. Bye.